Nós caminhamos juntos, andamos na mesma direção. A gente torce junto, vibra junto, joga junto e compartilha um sentimento que ninguém entende. Por isso, entre bilhões de estrelas no universo, somos a mais tradicional. Somos camisa 7. Somos o Botafogo. É diferente. Junte-se a nós.
Eu não digo que foi um desafio, mas que eu cheguei a pensar em desistir. Não vai ser fácil, o começo também pra gente não foi fácil. É foco, não tem data comemorativa, não tem feriado, é treino, é jogo. Comecei numa escolinha de só eu, era menina, e hoje a gente tem o prazer de fazer o que a gente mais ama.
Não foi fácil chegar até aqui. Nós lutamos pelo direito de entrar em campo e jogar.
Tivemos que batalhar para isso, e estamos só no começo.
Nossa força é inabalável e a nossa luta é constante.
A estrela não está apenas no escudo, ela está dentro e fora de campo.
Em cada jogadora que veste essa camisa com orgulho.
Timaço de mulheres que a Shen tem orgulho de vestir.
Shen, patrocinador oficial das Gloriosas.
Nós caminhamos juntos, andamos na mesma direção. A gente torce junto, vibra junto, joga junto e compartilha um sentimento que ninguém entende. Por isso, entre bilhões de estrelas no universo, somos a mais tradicional. Somos camisa 7. Somos o Botafogo. É diferente. Junte-se a nós.
Hello everyone and welcome once again to Botafogo TV coverage of another round of the Brazilian National Championship here with live image to our international audience overseas and to our supporters and fans of Brazilian football in South America. I am Roby Porto and we are minutes away from watching the 32nd round of the Brazilian National Championship with only 7 rounds remaining and with Botafogo leading the way. Botafogo taking on Vasco at home here at Newton Santos Stadium. State rivals and Botafogo will be playing in front of a pretty decent crowd. Botafogo that has played at Maracanã in front of over 60,000 fans and then had this amazing qualifying game on the Libertadores, where Botafogo beat Peñarol 5-0. The last game that Botafogo played at home, Botafogo hoping to maintain its top position on the standings. Vasco sitting in 9th place, while Botafogo leads the Brasileirão. You see the scene of Nilton Santos. The alvinegro fans remember the last time Botafogo and Vasco played was a 1-1 draw away in São Januário Stadium in the month of June, back on the 13th round of the championship, with central defender Bastos scoring the only goal for Botafogo. That was back in June, and we are now in November, in this very special month of November, where Botafogo has a few home games that are very important. Beginning tonight against Vasco da Gama, Botafogo that will not have Bastos in the lineup for tonight's match. Bastos is suspended for tonight's match. Botafogo will start with Adrielson in the back alongside with Alexander Barbosa. Soon we'll put the lineups for you to check where Botafogo it's gonna get ready for Vasco, the starting 11 for Botafogo in a little bit. Botafogo is sitting on the top of the standings again, and this is a Tuesday evening here at Nilton Santos Stadium, our home. Botafogo coming from a very important win at the Brasileirão, beating Bragantino away and obviously qualifying to the Libertadores final. Botafogo also will have many players involved in World Club qualifying games that will happen in a few days. And again, Botafogo will have Igor Jesus and Luis Henrique that were fundamental for Brazil during the wins against Chile and Peru. Brazil will be taking on Venezuela and Uruguay this time around. We are the most traditional, like our fans love, and rightfully say so. And hello, and once again, and welcome to another international broadcast. Again, Botafogo, obviously the fans are looking forward for the first Libertadores final ever for Botafogo. Botafogo will be taking on Atlético Mineiro on November the 30th in Buenos Aires. And in a little bit, we're going to check the standings of the Brasileirão that had games happen a few days ago. Many games that are being spread during the week. And we had a very important game that happened yesterday where Palmeiras was beaten by Corinthians 2-0, and some of the games that already being played, Fluminense and Grêmio started this 32nd round tying at Maracanã 2-2. Also, there was a tie with no goals between Bragantino and Cuiabá. Vitória with a very important win away, beating Atlético Paranaense 2-1, and also Fortaleza, that is still remaining on the top 4 of the Brazilian Championship, beating Juventude 3-0. And yesterday, a game and a result that is very important for Botafogo's hope for a championship. Corinthians beating Palmeiras 2-0, and Botafogo having a chance of opening up, who knows, maybe 6 points ahead of Palmeiras. We also have a couple of games happening tonight besides Botafogo and Vasco. At Beira-Rio, Internacional taking on Criciúma. At Fonte Nova Stadium, Bahia will be taking on São Paulo. You're going to be watching here at Nilton Santos Stadium, Botafogo and Vasco. Tomorrow at 9 o'clock, game that will happen in Belo Horizonte, Cruzeiro will be taking on Flamengo. Also, this time in Goiânia, Atlético Goianiense and Atlético Mineiro. Those are the games for this 32nd round of the Brazilian National Championship. This is the situation in the Brazilian National Championship with 31 games for Botafogo. Botafogo playing its 32nd game tonight, leading the way with 64 points, 3 points ahead of Palmeiras, and hopefully with a beautiful result tonight against Vasco, Botafogo could improve and extend this leadership tonight. Palmeiras in 2nd place, Fortaleza in 3rd, Flamengo Following in 4th place, Internacional, São Paulo, Bahia, Cruzeiro, and Vasco City. In the 9th place with 43 points, followed by Atlético Mineiro in 10th place. Grêmio, Vitória, Corinthians, Fluminense, Criciúma, and Bragantino rounding the top 16 games. The 16 teams in the Brazilian National Championship, and Atlético Paranaense, Juventude, Cuiabá, and Atlético Goianiense. Those are the 4 teams that are fighting against relegation. So this is the scene at Newton Santos Stadium. The Botafogo fans obviously very happy to be home again and facing Vasco. Botafogo and Vasco played in the 13th round of the Brazilian National Championship. Both teams tying 1-1 in this game on the first game of the Brazilian National Championship. You have to go back to the state championship where Vasco beat Botafogo last 4-2. The last time the Botafogo beat Vasco was during the first phase of the Brazilian National Championship of 2023. Botafogo beating Vasco 2-0. The last 10 times the Botafogo and Vasco played each other, Botafogo came away with 5 wins. There has been 1 draw and 4 losses for Botafogo in this rivalry that dates back since the early 20s between Botafogo and Vasco. Let's check the lineups between Botafogo and Vasco. Lineups for tonight's match at Newton Santos Stadium. Botafogo, it's gonna debut its new uniform. It's gonna start with John, Vitinho, Adrielson, Barbosa, Alex Telles, Gregory, Marlon Freitas, Luiz Henrique, Savarino, Almada, and Igor Jesus. This is the starting 11 for coach Arthur Jorge. That also has Gatito Fernandes, Lucas Alter, Mateu Ponte, Danilo, Cheche Chiquinho. Júnior Santos is available again with number 11. Alain Eduardo, Matheus Martins, Cuiabano, and Oscar Romero. Those are the players available for head coach Arthur Jorge, the 52-year-old Portuguese. Tonight commanding Botafogo on his 47th game. Vasco is also set for tonight's match. Rafael Paiva will play Vasco with Léo Jardim, Paulo Henrique, João Vitor Léo, and Lucas Piton, Hugo Moura, Matheus Carvalho, and Paier, Puma Rodrigues, Jean David, and Verratti. This is the starting 11 for Vasco against Botafogo. Remember that Vasco is in 9th place on the Brazilian National Championship. And you see the Botafogo players coming into the pitch. And you see also the legends of Brazilian soccer, the stars of Botafogo's history, the pride and joy of the Botafogo supporters. You see some of the most important players in the history of Botafogo. Not obviously to say the Botafogo players now have a chance to become immortal again with the fans. You see some of the players there, Gigi, Gerson, Túlio, some of the players that made their names, and they're always going to be in the heart of every Botafogo fan. And this is one of the most traditional flags, and Botafogo supporters tonight expected around 30,000 fans here at Newton Santos Stadiums. And we're going to go now for the national anthem before Botafogo and Vasco. There you have it, the national anthem before Botafogo and Vasco take on another match for the 32nd round of the Brazilian National Championship, and you were able to have a quick look at the dressing room and checking out the new uniform, the uniform number 4 that was released yesterday with a huge party here at Newton Santos Stadium. And you see the players, and you see John and Adrielson, that is going to start as a central defender alongside Alexander Barbosa. And you see Vasco's Pomita Rodrigues, number 2. Pomita is a right fullback for Vasco da Gama, but will be playing mostly as a right winger for Vasco in his match against Botafogo. Remember, the Botafogo will be playing again in Rio on Saturday. Botafogo will be taking on Cuiabá here at Newton Santos Stadium, while Vasco will travel to the northeast, and will be facing Fortaleza in the next round of the Brazilian National Championship. Again, Botafogo in first place with 64 points, followed by Palmeiras, Fortaleza with 60, Flamengo with 55, and Vasco City in 9th place with 43 points is still hoping to gain a few positions and maybe, who knows, qualify, depending on how many teams qualify for the Libertadores of the next season. This is the scene, always with the fans chanting, the fans absolutely so excited with this face the Botafogo. Also with the flag that you saw of the legends of Brazilian and Botafogo's history soccer. The streets around Newton Santos Stadium buzzing with the same energy that we saw, that we were able to witness during the qualifying for the Libertadores, the incredible win against Peñarol, the 5-0 win against Peñarol. We're going to have the referees for tonight's match: Bruno Arleu de Araújo from Rio, Rodrigo Figueiredo Henrique Correia, Thiago Henrique Neto Correia Faria, and Rodolfo Toschi Marques will be the referee in charge of the video assistant referee. Rodolfo Toschi Marques from Paraná. You also saw Débora Correia. She will be the 4th referee on tonight's match between Botafogo and Vasco. Vasco will be playing with its white uniform. There you see Gregory there scored the winning goal for Botafogo against Bragantino. You also see Alexander Barbosa that came in against Peñarol in Uruguay. Barbosa was one of the Botafogo players that could not have gotten a yellow card. Otherwise, he would have missed the final against Atlético Mineiro. But he came out unscathed, and it's ready again to take on Vasco da Gama. There you see Bruno Arleu de Araújo is responsible for tonight's match between Botafogo and Vasco. This is the image that you see. You see the eastern section of the Botafogo Stadium. Usually the section that it's sold out right away. We're going to have a minute of silence before the beginning of Botafogo and Vasco on this 32nd round of the Brazilian National Championship. I'm Roby Porto alongside with you here, and you're watching the Brazilian National Championship from Newton Santos Stadium on our Botafogo TV. We are almost ready for the start of the match. There you go, Bruno Arleu de Araújo, and Botafogo and Vasco are underway. Vasco with the first pushing forward of the game. You saw Alex Telles and Botafogo trying to push, looking for Igor Jesus. Vasco will be playing with Léo replacing Maicon. Maicon was one of the options for Vasco as a central defender. This is John. You see number 2 from Vasco, Puma Rodrigues. Puma Rodrigues playing most as a forward tonight against Botafogo, and there is the first foul of the game. The Botafogo players were hoping for a foul. The referee says play on, and here comes Luis Henrique, escaping and getting hit by Leo, asking for a yellow card. Marlon Freitas is there complaining that Leo took down Luis Henrique with excessive force. The Botafogo players not happy with the decision of Bruno Arleu Araújo. And the Botafogo fans obviously are asking themselves, Botafogo is wearing this very different shirt. It's a shirt that honors one of the chants of the fans. O meu sangue ferve por você. And there you see Adrielson talking with the Vasco defender. Almada is the one that's going to be in charge of taking the free kick for Botafogo. You see Gregory right there at the edge of the box. Almada and Alex Telles are near the ball. Botafogo with the first free kick of the game. Less than 2 minutes into the game. Here comes the cross. Adrielson! The chance for Botafogo. Adrielson missed a very clear chance to score for Botafogo. What a beautiful cross in the box. And Adrielson. What a mishit. The Vasco defender couldn't clear it. João Vitor and Paulo Henrique weren't able to clear the ball away, and now you see Alexander Barbosa involved in a little pushing and shoving in the box. The referee talking to the captains, to the two skippers there, having a little chat with Pablo Verratti and also calling Barbosa. See the Vasco player obviously trying to gain a few minutes, take a little bit of the pressure. You see the midfielder Hugo Moura. Here comes the cross. Alex Telles in the box. Leo is able to clear. Again, Botafogo with Almada. Savarino finding Almada, the Argentinian. It's going to start everything with Gregory. Botafogo involving Vitinho. This is the early stage of the game between Botafogo and Vasco. A state classic. The rivalry between Botafogo and Vasco. Again, they faced each other on the 13th round of the Brazilian Championship. A draw in São Januário, the Vasco Stadium. And here comes Vasco with Verratti. Verratti pushing forward, was playing pretty much by itself. Didn't have anybody else to try to work. Botafogo regains with Marlon Freitas trying to find Alex Telles on the left. Curling the ball past Botafogo. Already took the shot in the box. Almada looking for Luis Henrique and Leo Jardim, the goalkeeper for Vasco da Gama. But the first save of the match for the Vasco number 1. Comes Vasco on the left, looking for Pomita. Last touch by the Vasco player. Botafogo gets another throw. Botafogo in a hurry there with Vitinho, trying to put the ball back in play. Finding Adrielson, replacing the central defender, Bastos. Bastos is suspended for tonight's match. Botafogo trying to push in the box, trying to find Igor Jesus. Gets another throw. You saw the head coach for Vasco, Rafael Paiva, there. And the fans pushing Botafogo forward. Botafogo with Alexander Barbosa. This is Gregory. Marlon Freitas. Again with Barbosa. Barbosa finds Alex Telles on the left. Pushing forward for Botafogo. Alex Telles able to hold it. Finding Almada. Igor Jesus was hoping for. Here comes Savarino, the Venezuelan. Igor Jesus again with Alex Telles. Here comes the cross in the box. The ball is deflected. And Vasco tries to push forward, but is not able to control it. And Botafogo again regaining control. Pushing forward with Adrielson. finding Marlon Freitas. Luis Henrique on the right. Luis Henrique facing Jean David. Here comes Luis Henrique in the box, looking for Savarino, and Botafogo gets another corner kick. We are approaching 6 minutes into this first half, and Botafogo gets another corner kick. You see Gregory coming into the box. Paulo Henrique, the defender for Vasco. Luis Henrique is there. Marlon Freitas and Alexander Barbosa. Here comes the cross. Adrielson! Adrielson with a beautiful header for Botafogo. And there's a player from Vasco that is down. What a header by Adrielson. The ball hitting the post. And let's see what happened after Adrielson was able to get the header in place and almost opening the score at Newton Santos Stadium. Adrielson that has not yet scored for Botafogo since he returned from Europe. Apparently there was absolutely no foul play when Adrielson was looking into the header, but the Vasco player is down with 7 minutes into this first half. We might have the first change for Vasco. That's a very interesting start for Botafogo against Vasco and Newton Santos Stadium. The Botafogo fans obviously very happy with what happened yesterday between Corinthians and Palmeiras. Palmeiras was defeated by Corinthians 2-0 at Corinthians Stadium. Again, that can be very interesting for Botafogo depending on the result tonight against Vasco. As of now, Botafogo is gaining 1 point and it's opening of 4 points ahead of Palmeiras. But we are still in the early stages of the match. 8 minutes into the first half. Marlon Freitas finding Almada. A beautiful play for Botafogo in the left, looking for Alex Telles. Here comes the cross in the box. Alex Telles, the chance for Savarino! Goal! Opening the score for Botafogo with only 8 minutes in the first half. Savarino, it's his 5th goal on the Brazilian National Championship. A beautiful push on the left, and what an incredible cross by Alex Telles, finding Savarino. He was able to just perfectly incline his body and hit it with his right foot. Not a chance for Léo Jardim. Botafogo opens the score at Newton Santos Stadium with him. Savarino, the Venezuelan international, in his 48th game for Botafogo. Botafogo is leading 1-0 against Vasco. What an incredible start for Botafogo against Vasco da Gama. Remember that Botafogo and Vasco had a game in the first phase of the Brazilian Championship where Botafogo was very dominant in the early goings, and then Vasco was able to come back and find the tying goal at the end in São Januário. So Botafogo players and the Botafogo fans know how much this game is important. John not in a hurry. The Botafogo goalkeeper, Verratti, is trying to pressure John. The long ball looking for Igor Jesus. Vasco is able to clear. Barbosa finding Gregory in the middle. Gregory able to control it. Has Savarino. Decides to use Marlon Freitas. Almada is an option. He switches to the left and finds Alex Telles once again. Here comes Luis Henrique now playing as a winger on the left. Almada, Gregory, and the Botafogo fans chanting in Newton Santos Stadium. Savarino finding Vitinho on the right. Marlon Freitas. Botafogo is trying to bait Vasco, see if Vasco falls for the trap to open up some more space for Botafogo. And it's a very quick type of pace, type of game. Exactly what the fans like. This is Savarino finding an option on the right with Vitinho. Vitinho again with Savarino. Marlon is going to start everything with Adrielson. Alexander Barbosa. Not a good pass for Botafogo. Botafogo recovers with Savarino. Almada is on the right. Igor Jesus on the left again. In the box, Luis Henrique! Goal! Luis Henrique! 11 minutes into the first half, and Botafogo, it's up 2, Vasco 0. What a beginning, what a start for Botafogo and Newton Santos Stadium. First, with the goal scored by Savarino, then Luis Henrique. It's the 7th goal that Luis Henrique scores for Botafogo in the Brazilian National Championship. His 11th goal wearing the Botafogo jersey. A dreamy start for Botafogo against Vasco. 12 minutes into the first half, and Botafogo, it's up 2-0. The Vasco players are definitely in a state of disbelief. Not able to set the pace, not able to control the game, and Botafogo pushing forward. Botafogo looking for more. This is exactly what the Botafogo fans are hoping for. The team that is on the final of the Libertadores. The team that is looking for the most important tournament in the history of Botafogo. Here comes Vasco, pushing with Paulo Henrique. This is Puma. A good pass back in the box. Puma with the cross. Verratti! And Botafogo is able to save it with John. What a chance for the Argentinian. This striker, always a very dangerous force in the box. Verratti has played 47 games this year, has scored 20 goals with Vasco, 9 in the Brazilian National Championship. It is definitely a force to reckon with. Vitinho. Here comes Luis Henrique. Not able to control it. Botafogo trying to pressure. Luis Henrique coming away with possession for Botafogo. It's taken from behind, and it's a foul for Botafogo. Foul committed by João Vitor. Luis Henrique is down. And you see Rafael Paiva, the Vasco head coach. Let's check again. Number 85 actually was Matheus Carvalho. That took down Luis Henrique, and the referee Bruno Arleu de Araújo was only chatting with Matheus Carvalho. No yellow card so far in his first 14 minutes between Botafogo and Vasco. Gregory is going to take the free kick. Finding John. Now this is Barbosa. The fans obviously with a lot of joy, going wild, engulfing the stadium. Botafogo beating Vasco 2-0. Here comes Vasco trying to work with Hugo Moura. Finding the space on the right, looking for Puma Rodrigues. Puma looking for the cross, able to clear. Now with the cross, looking for Verratti. Adrielson is able to clear for Botafogo. This is Lucas Piton. Vasco trying to find a space on the left. Once again, now Vitinho takes down the Vasco player that is in a hurry. Vasco sees the team losing 2-0, with Botafogo opening the score with Savarino and Luiz Henrique. Paia finds Puma here on the right. Barbosa gets the throw-in for Botafogo. Botafogo trying to dictate the pace. You see head coach Arthur Jorge, the Portuguese, the 46-year-old, the 52-year-old Portuguese. This is game number 47 at the helm for Arthur Jorge. Almada working with John. Adrielson is an option. John not in a hurry. Again with Barbosa. Again, Botafogo trying to see if Vasco comes forward. Pushing for more space. Now you see Gregory pushing forward. Vitinho. Savarino. Luiz Henrique was an option. Luiz Henrique not able to get to the ball in time. This is the central defender for Vasco, number 3, Léo. Working in the middle with Matheus Carvalho. Pushing the ball back with Léo Jardim. Paulo Henrique pushing forward. Igor Jesus after Paulo Henrique. Beautiful pass on the right. Barbosa. Here comes the cross. And John is able to save it. But Vasco again with Jean David. Looking for Paia. Again, the ball in the middle with Hugo Moura. The Vasco player goes down. The referee says play on. And Botafogo trying to look for more speed in the middle. Igor Jesus. Almada. Luiz Henrique is hoping for the pass. Here comes Luiz Henrique. Savarino is an option. Vitinho on the right. Here comes Savarino. Marlon Freitas. Botafogo switching from left to right. Savarino. Vitinho. Finding Adrielson. Gregory. Botafogo with Marlon Freitas. This is the left fullback for Botafogo, Alex Telles. This is game number 10 for Alex Telles, wearing the Botafogo jersey. Luiz Henrique working with Adrielson, pushing forward with Vitinho on the right. Gregory is an option. He rather plays with Marlon Freitas, switching to Alex Telles on the left. Alex Telles with the cross in the box. Savarino looking for Marlon. Marlon with the shot is deflected by the Vasco da Gama defender. Botafogo again with the ball. Almada. Alex Telles. Savarino on the left. Savarino trying to gain the corner kick, and that's exactly what Botafogo gets. 18 minutes, first half, and Botafogo gets another corner kick. The last touch by João Vitor. You see the number 99, Verratti, the striker for Vasco, coming all the way to help in the box. And the Botafogo fans enjoying this lead 2-0 in the early stages of the game. The last touch apparently was by a Vasco player. Piton pushes forward. Adrielson is the first defender, trying to take the ball away from Jean David. Here comes Vasco. Number 10, Dimitri Payet. The French international finding Puma Rodrigues on the right. Vasco moving back again with Paulo Henrique. Then you see Payet. Finding Hugo Moura in the middle. This is Léo. Léo with Piton. The left fullback for Vasco. Vasco trying to create space on the left. A good long ball here on the right for Puma Rodrigues. In the box for Vasco, the chance to score. John with the save. Another good creation for Vasco on the right. Finding Paulo Henrique, and John with a miraculous save for Botafogo. Vasco almost scoring with the right fullback, Paulo Henrique. 20 minutes, first half, at Nilton Santos Stadium. And Vasco gets a corner kick. You saw País approaching the corner kick taker. Marlon Freitas not able to control it. You see Almada. Almada has Luiz Henrique, has Savarino pushing for Savarino. Vitinho is also following in the back. Luiz Henrique in the box. Here comes Luiz Henrique. Luiz Henrique with the shot and Jardim with the save. Apparently Luiz Henrique was in offside position. That's what the linesman all the way on top of your screen, Rodrigo Correia, was pointing. But Botafogo was able to counter-attack with speed, exactly the way the Botafogo fans like it. 21 minutes, Botafogo leading 2-0. Here comes Vasco, Vitinho protecting without committing a foul. Marlon Freitas not able to control it. Almada, a quick pass to Luiz Henrique, finding again Alex Telles. Igor Jesus on the left. Here comes Botafogo facing Igor Jesus in the box, looking for the shot, finding Luiz Henrique. Savarino is hoping for the pass. There is Savarino. Vasco posting the defense. Again, Botafogo gets the shot. Almada with the shot, and the ball just sails over the crossbar. 22 minutes, first half. You saw Alex Telles complaining with Bruno Arleu de Araújo of a possible push in the middle, where Botafogo was trying to quickly take on Vasco. And we are approaching the midway mark of this first half. And Botafogo regaining possession again, finding Marlon Freitas. The pass didn't work out. Almada. Hugo Moura and Matheus Carvalho able to control it in the middle. Marlon Freitas working the ball back with Gregory. Botafogo trying to maintain the pace, working, trying to push Vasco forward. País not able to gain it. Luiz Henrique working back again with Barbosa, finding Alex Telles. This is Marlon Freitas. Almada with Savarino. Luiz Henrique is going to get to the ball first before Dimitri País. Vitinho pushing and hoping for the pass. The pass gets to Vitinho. He could work with Almada. Here comes Almada, the Argentinian international. Is he going to take the shot? He was able to clear the defender, but then was not able to control it. Luiz Henrique was hoping for the pass that's to a chatting there in the box. And Alex Telles is able to regain control. But Vasco, it's going to start everything back again with João Vitor. We're approaching 24 minutes in this first half. And you are watching the Brazilian National Championship from Newton Santos Stadium. I'm Roby Porto. And you're watching Botafogo and Vasco on your Botafogo TV, watching with live images. Botafogo plays at home. You watch our international broadcast, and again we'll be here next Saturday against Cuiabá. Here comes Vasco. This is exactly where Vasco is more dangerous, at least in this beginning of the first half. Creating with Paulo Henrique and Puma Rodrigues on the right, but this time Vasco looking there with Lucas Piton and País. Here comes the French international País, number 10 for Vasco, creating the chance in the box. Outside the box, the shot by Paulo Henrique. He was hoping for a deflection, but Bruno Arleu is just pointing for the goal kick for Botafogo. Tonight is the debut of Botafogo's new uniform. This is uniform number 4 for Botafogo. Uniform that was released yesterday in a party here at Newton Santos Stadium. Not a good pass, and here comes Piton with the chance for Vasco. He tried to take the shot, the ball with País. Looking for the pass in the box. Adrielson is able to clear. This is Savarino escaping in the middle. Has Igor Jesus on the left. Here comes Igor Jesus, the center forward for Botafogo. Luiz Henrique on the right. This is Almada. Luiz Henrique for Botafogo. Luiz Henrique was hoping for the pass. He was trying to get Igor Jesus involved in the box. The Botafogo fans were hoping for the shot. It's another clear chance for Botafogo with 25 minutes into this first half. Vasco finding the space here on the right with João Vitor. This is Puma Rodrigues. Switching from right to left. A good pass there, finding Dimitri Payet. Here comes Vasco in the box with the possible cross. The ball hits Vitinho and Vasco gets the corner kick. You see the Chilean number 21, Jean David. Vasco is going to be taking the corner kick there with almost 27 minutes into this first half in Newton Santos Stadium. This is the second match between Botafogo and Vasco in this Brazilian Championship. The chance for Vasco, Verratti with the shot. And the ball just went past the line, so it's just a goal kick for Botafogo. The Brazilian Championship on this 32nd round started on Friday at Maracanã Stadium with Fluminense and Grêmio tied 2-2. On Saturday, November the 2nd, we had Bragantino and Cuiabá tying 0-0. And then Vitória beating Atlético Paranaense 2-1 and Fortaleza beating Juventude 3-0. Gregory looking for someone to work with. Here comes Luiz Henrique and Marlon Freitas. A quick pass to Almada. Here comes the Argentinian. Once again selected for the World Cup qualifier for Argentina. Thiago Almada will be playing for Argentina, as well as Savarino, as well as Gatito Fernandes. Igor Jesus not able to control it. Vasco coming away with the pass. Not a good pass there, finding Paulo Henrique. And Botafogo gets another throw-in. Paulo Henrique and João Vitor were trying to work the ball right. Not able to control it. Here comes Barbosa, the Argentinian defender, looking for Alex Telles. Paulo Henrique. João Vitor. This is Puma Rodrigues. Marlon Freitas able to take the ball away from the Vasco player, but not able to control it. It's another throw-in, this time for Vasco. Vasco is still looking for a good run in this beginning. Botafogo playing very comfortably on either side. Able to score 2 goals in the first 12 minutes. Blowing by the opponent in the early stages of the game. Vasco regaining a little bit of composure as we approach 30 minutes in this first half. Adrielson not able to control it, and here comes Vasco looking for Verratti in the box. And this is Jean David. Comes the cross by number 6, Lucas Piton, and Botafogo was able to come back with one of the favorite players of Botafogo there. Vitinho protecting and showing all his effort, and Vasco gets another corner kick. Quickly taken for Vasco. Vasco is going to put this ball in a box. Luiz Henrique able to control it. Luiz Henrique trying to get ahead of the defender. It would have been a very interesting counter-attack for Botafogo, but here comes Vasco again, looking for Verratti. The ball is cleared by Adrielson. This is Puma Rodrigues. This time working on the left. Leo. Here comes Botafogo with Igor Jesus trying to get ahead. Botafogo with the chance for the third. Botafogo with the chance! Igor Jesus! What a miss by the striker for Botafogo! A critical mistake by Puma Rodrigues. Igor Jesus was looking for the lower corner, but the ball just went past it. That was an incredible miss by Botafogo, a chance to go up 3-0 with 30 minutes into this first half. That's exactly what Botafogo was hoping for. Pressuring the Vasco defenders, regaining control, creating the space, creating the chance. Igor Jesus, the 23-year-old striker, has scored 8 goals for Botafogo so far. Apparently it's Dimitri Payet, the French international, that is down. Let's see, Puma Rodrigues made a huge mistake there. And Igor Jesus had a chance, decided to look for the lower corner, but the ball did not get the curve that he was expecting. And Botafogo, with an incredible miss, with 31 minutes in this first half. A third goal would have been very important for Botafogo, especially in a game between two rivals from Rio. Barbosa. Verratti is complaining that Barbosa had the last touch. Apparently not what the referee decided there. Botafogo taking the throw, and it's starting again with Adrielson and John. 32 minutes first half at Newton Santos Stadium. Botafogo leading 2-0 with Savarino and Luiz Henrique. Almada, Alex Telles, Igor Jesus. Luiz Henrique was an option. Igor Jesus not able to complete the pass. And Vasco works in the right with Paulo Henrique. This is Puma Rodrigues, Dimitri Payet. Luiz Henrique pressuring, Botafogo trying to recover. Vasco switching. Cutting him back. Switching goal to the left. Vasco is going to start with João Vitor, the central defender, back working with Leo. The Botafogo fans again chanting, trying to push the team forward, hoping for the third goal. Almada pressuring the midfielder Hugo Moura. Had no other option than working back again with Leo. Here comes Hugo Moura. Payet, the creative midfielder for Vasco, trying to help out. Botafogo trying to regain control. Luiz Henrique with the touch, and Luiz Henrique committing the foul, hitting Paulo Henrique from behind. Paulo Henrique is signaling the referee. This was the second time that I got hit, hoping for a yellow card. That was not the decision by the referee. Only a foul for Vasco. Foul already taken, and here comes Luiz Henrique again, looking for Puma in the middle. Puma with the chance in the box. Verratti, the pass, and Verratti was in offside position. You see Rodrigo Correa, the linesman, with the flag up. Almada finding Marlon Freitas. Almada is down. Almada apparently was taken down, but he recovers, and it's back up. The number 23 for Botafogo. Alex Telles on the left. A beautiful pass by Almada. A Savarino in the box. Here comes the cross. Leo is able to save it. Botafogo not able to get to the ball in time. Vitinho. And the referee points to a foul. Actually, it was Gregory that was trying to recover, regain control for Botafogo. But Bruno Arleu thought that it was a foul committed by Gregory, the midfielder, the number 26 for Botafogo. They scored the winning goal against Bragantino the last time the Botafogo played in the Brazilian Championship. "35 minutes, first half at Newton Santos Stadium, and you're watching the Brazilian international broadcast here on Botafogo TV for you when Botafogo played at home. Botafogo recovers with Marlon Freitas. Almada was hoping for the pass. A long pass forward looking for Igor Jesus. He's onside. Luis Henrique in the box. The pass had too much force and too much curve on the ball, and then Luis Henrique was not able to get to it. Interesting decision there by Igor Jesus and Luis Henrique. Vasco finds a player open there, and it's number 6, Lucas Piton. Igor Jesus trying to help out. 36 minutes, first half. Vasco and Botafogo, Botafogo and Vasco. One of the classic games in the state of Rio. Remember that the last 10 times the Botafogo and Vasco played, Botafogo came away with the win 5 times. There was only 1 draw, and Vasco winning 4 times in games on the Brazilian National Championship and on the state championship going back to 2021. This is number 3, the central defender Léo, working with João Vitor. João Vitor chipping, finding Puma on the right. Puma with the cross. Barbosa with the clearing the ball from the box, and Vasco gets the throw. Internacional and Criciúma are also playing. Bahia and São Paulo also playing tonight. We have 3 games happening at the same time. Igor Jesus was held from behind, which could have given a yellow card, and that's exactly what Bruno Arleu de Araújo is showing. A yellow card for a Vasco player that held Igor Jesus. The central defender João Vitor from Vasco. It's the first yellow card of the match. Almost 38 minutes, first half. Newton Santos Stadium. This is Gregory finding Alexander Barbosa. Again with Adrielson. Marlon Freitas pushing it back with John. Barbosa is an option. That's exactly who gets the ball. Barbosa, the international, the Argentinian. Barbosa is 28 years old. Almada, also from Argentina. Not a good pass there. Marlon Freitas excusing himself. And Vasco gets the throw in with 38 minutes in. Puma looking to work with Léo Jardim. Léo Jardim with a long pass forward, hoping to get Verratti. Verratti and Alexander Barbosa, the 2 Argentinians, with a very interesting clash there with the central defender and one of the most dangerous forwards in the Brazilian championship. Here comes Igor Jesus, looking for creating his own pass in the box, and it's a penalty! Penalty kick for Botafogo! Igor Jesus was able to clear the defender, and João Vitor already has a yellow card. Marlon Freitas is stating his case. You see, he pushed it, went in the box, and then he was tripped from behind by João Vitor. Could it be another yellow card and a red card as a consequence of this foul committed by João Vitor? Coming from behind. And maybe the penalty kick is under review with, you see the head coach Arthur Jorge hoping for the second yellow. And we have to check if the foul was before Igor Jesus went into the box. And apparently that's what Bruno Arleu de Araújo is waiting to confirm. So far, it is a penalty kick. And Botafogo, it's going to have Alex Telles taking the penalty kick for Botafogo with 40 minutes into this first half. Léo Jardim is the goalkeeper for Vasco. It's a penalty kick for Botafogo. Alex Telles over the ball for the penalty kick. Botafogo with the chance to go up a 3-0. The left-footed Alex Telles, the 31-year-old. 41 minutes. Now Bruno Arleu is waiting and talking with the video assistant referee, apparently. I don't know what Bruno Arleu is checking out. Maybe looking at the Jumbotron here at the large screen at Newton Santos Stadium, where he should have been advised by the video assistant referee. Bruno Arleu is waiting to talk to Rodolfo Toschi Marques, who is the referee responsible for looking and seeing if it was a penalty kick or not so far. And now Marlon is hoping for the second yellow. The referee calls off the penalty kick, but now the Botafogo players are asking for the yellow card ensuing the play, and that's exactly what happened. Vasco has João Vitor getting the second yellow card and being sent off. Vasco is down to 10 players. And it was very clear when we were repeating the images that there was a possibility that the foul was committed outside the box. It's surprising that the video assistant referee took it so long to inform Bruno Arleu de Araújo. And here he comes. Let's see it again. The foul apparently was committed outside the box. The decision is right. What's incredible is that why it took so long for Bruno Arleu de Araújo to go back, and apparently he was even looking at the big screen at the stadium to make sure that he had the correct call. 43 minutes, and now Botafogo has a free kick. Botafogo winning 2-0. Almada with the free kick for Botafogo. There's only 3 players in the wall. Savarino is the fake man for Botafogo. Thiago Almada with the shot. Again Almada looking to create his own play. Almada looking for the pass, finding Savarino, crossing in the box for Barbosa, couldn't touch it. But it's a corner kick for Botafogo. Once again, Botafogo creating another chance. There was a deflection. The ball hit the Vasco da Gama player, and Botafogo gets another corner kick. We're definitely gonna have a few more minutes of extra time at the end of this first 45 minutes. Vasco is preparing a replacement, and Bruno Arleu de Araújo finally it's allowing the change for Vasco. This is the 4th referee there, Débora Correia, allowing the Vasco player to leave the pitch, and the replacement. Now you see a number 4 for Vasco, Maicon, coming in, replacing João Vitor. Almada with the possibility of the shot, but the referee points to a foul of a Botafogo player, pushing Puma Rodrigues in the box. 45 minutes. Let's see how many minutes of added time we're going to have. After all the time that was taken to decide if it was a penalty kick or if it was just a free kick. Now number 4, Michael, came in for Vasco. And we're going to go to 50 minutes into this first half. Just confirming, number 21, Jean David, was the player that was replaced. So Vasco could have another 2 central defender now with Michael and Léo. And here comes Botafogo with Almada. Botafogo working with Marlon Freitas. Savarino has an option with Luis Henrique and Vitinho. Vitinho on the edge of the box. Vitinho with the cross for Almada. Botafogo now has numbers. Botafogo with the advantage after Vasco had João Vitor sent off with 43 minutes in the first half. This is Almada. Again, the Argentinian looking for Marlon Freitas. Gregory. Savarino. Gregory again. Not a good pass there for Almada, and Vasco regains the possibility of putting the ball back in play. And that's exactly what Puma Rodriguez does in the middle. Savarino trying to steal it in the middle. País working with Puma Rodriguez. There was a deflection by Alex Telles. He controls it. Working with Barbosa. Again with Almada. Marlon Freitas has 2 players on the right. One of them is Vitinho. Vitinho pushing forward. Luis Henrique hoping for the pass. The pass in the box for Savarino. The chance for Almada. Was trying to create a 1-2 with Igor Jesus. But Vasco was able to regain control. And you see number 10, País. Apparently Barbosa committed the foul. País goes down. And Paulo Henrique is complaining, hoping for a yellow card. And Rafael Paiva didn't really have much to do other than replacing one of its players and putting Michael to regain 2 players down in the back there with Léo. And that's what Léo does, pushing forward, looking for Verratti. Botafogo able to clear. Luis Henrique hoping to regain control. Luis Henrique pressuring. Botafogo gets the ball back with Almada. Almada has Igor Jesus. Almada in the box for Luis Henrique. Luis Henrique with the cross. The chance for Botafogo again. Igor Jesus switching, finding Vitinho on the right. Botafogo creating many chances but not able to make the most out of it. Almada. Gregory. This is Savarino in the box again, pushing for Igor Jesus, and Léo Jardim is able to save it. We're approaching 49 minutes. Botafogo is going to get the ball back there with John. The ball was deflected and Botafogo regaining totally free or marked. You see Marlon Freitas finding Vitinho on the right. It's a good pass there for Botafogo. Vitinho working in the ball in the middle with Luis Henrique. Luis Henrique is still not able after a beautiful goal with 11 minutes into the first half. Not able to create many chances. Verratti is hoping for the pass, but the cross was not necessarily very good. And Vasco knows they had an incredible chance there with Matheus Carvalho. Remember that Pablo Verratti, the Argentinian, is one of the top scorers in the Brazilian national football this year. Botafogo pushing forward. Almada escaping with the pass. Not able to connect, but the referee points to the middle and ends the first half with Botafogo beating Vasco 2-0. You see Léo talking to Igor Jesus. Apparently nothing too serious. This is the scene in Newton Santos Stadium, and we get to the end of the first half with Botafogo opening the score with Savarino. And then with Luis Henrique, Botafogo is beating Vasco after 45 minutes of play plus 5 minutes of injury time. And we're going to go to a quick break, and then we're going to come back with the highlights of this first game, first half between Botafogo and Vasco. You're watching the international broadcast of Botafogo at Botafogo TV. We'll be right back.
Nós caminhamos juntos, andamos na mesma direção. A gente torce junto, vibra junto, joga junto e compartilha um sentimento que ninguém entende. Por isso, entre bilhões de estrelas no universo, somos a mais tradicional. Somos camisa 7. Somos o Botafogo. É diferente. Junte-se a nós.
Eu não digo que foi um desafio, mas que eu cheguei a pensar em desistir. Não vai ser fácil, o começo também pra gente não foi fácil. É foco, não tem data comemorativa, não tem feriado, é treino, é jogo. Comecei numa escolinha onde só eu era menina e hoje a gente tem o prazer de fazer o que a gente mais ama.
Não foi fácil chegar até aqui. Nós lutamos pelo direito de entrar em campo e jogar.
Tivemos que batalhar para isso e estamos só no começo.
Nossa força é inabalável e a nossa luta é constante.
A estrela não está apenas no escudo, ela está dentro e fora de campo.
Em cada jogadora que veste essa camisa com orgulho.
Timaço de mulheres que a Shen tem orgulho de vestir.
Shen, patrocinador oficial das Gloriosas.
Nós caminhamos juntos, andamos na mesma direção. A gente torce junto, vibra junto, joga junto e compartilha um sentimento que ninguém entende. Por isso, entre bilhões de estrelas no universo, somos a mais tradicional. Somos camisa 7. Somos o Botafogo. É diferente. Junte-se a nós. Nós caminhamos juntos, andamos na mesma direção. A gente torce junto, vibra junto, joga junto e compartilha um sentimento que ninguém entende. Por isso, entre bilhões de estrelas no universo, Somos a mais tradicional. Somos camisa 7. Somos o Botafogo. É diferente. Junte-se a nós.
Eu não digo que foi um desafio, mas que eu cheguei a pensar em desistir. Não vai ser fácil, o começo também pra gente não foi fácil. É foco, não tem data comemorativa, não tem feriado, é treino, é jogo. Comecei numa escolinha onde só eu era menina e hoje a gente tem o prazer de fazer o que a gente mais ama.
Não foi fácil chegar até aqui. Nós lutamos pelo direito de entrar em campo e jogar.
Tivemos que batalhar para isso e estamos só no começo.
Nossa força é inabalável e a nossa luta é constante.
A estrela não está apenas no escudo, ela está dentro e fora de campo.
Em cada jogadora que veste essa camisa com orgulho.
Timaço de mulheres que a Shen tem orgulho de vestir.
Shen, patrocinador oficial das Gloriosas.
Nós caminhamos juntos, andamos na mesma direção. A gente torce junto, vibra junto, joga junto e compartilha um sentimento que ninguém entende. Por isso, entre bilhões de estrelas no universo, somos a mais tradicional. Somos camisa 7. Somos o Botafogo. É diferente. Junte-se a nós. Nós caminhamos juntos, andamos na mesma direção. A gente torce junto, vibra junto, joga junto e compartilha um sentimento que ninguém entende. Por isso, entre bilhões de estrelas no universo, somos a mais tradicional. Somos camisa 7. Somos o Botafogo. É diferente. Junte-se a nós.
não digo que foi um desafio, mas que eu cheguei a pensar em desistir. Não vai ser fácil, o começo também pra gente não foi fácil. Foco, não tem data comemorativa, não tem feriado, é treino, é jogo. Comecei numa escolinha onde só eu era menina e hoje a gente tem o prazer de fazer o que a gente mais ama.
Não foi fácil chegar até aqui. Nós lutamos pelo direito de entrar em campo e jogar.
Tivemos que batalhar para isso e estamos só no começo.
Nossa força é inabalável e a nossa luta é constante.
A estrela não está apenas no escudo, ela está dentro e fora de campo.
Em cada jogadora que veste essa camisa com orgulho.
Timaço de mulheres que a Shen tem orgulho de vestir.
Shen, patrocinador oficial das Gloriosas.
Hello once again, and we are back with images of Nilton Santos Stadium after the first half. Botafogo is beating Vasco 2-0. The players are going into the field, and we're going to be able to do like a quick check on the highlights of the first half with Botafogo scoring right off the bat. You see the beautiful play there with Alex Telles with the cross, and Savarino with a beautiful finish. A right full. Savarino is scoring one more goal for Botafogo. A play that started with Marlon Freitas finding Alex Telles with the perfect cross, and Savarino with a beautiful finish, a beautiful volley with the right foot, is scoring for Botafogo his 5th goal on the Brazilian National Championship. There was absolutely nothing that Léo Jardim could do. Could only look where Savarino opening the score for Botafogo. Not long after, Botafogo working again with a beautiful 1-2 pass at the edge of the box, finding Luis Henrique. And Luis Henrique, with 11 minutes into this first half, extending the lead for Botafogo. What a finish by Luis Henrique with the left foot and then with the right foot. And those were the 2 goals. And Vasco had a player sent off, João Vitor, and a foul on Igor Jesus, where first the referee had awarded a penalty kick for Botafogo, but then went back and gave João Vitor a second yellow card. And Botafogo is beating Vasco 2-0. And this is the start of the second half. And Botafogo working with Luis Henrique. Once again, thank you for watching another broadcast of Botafogo in the Brazilian National Championship. You're watching with live images from Nilton Santos Stadium. I'm Roby Porto, and you are on Botafogo TV. País was one of the players that was replaced by Vasco at the beginning of the second half. Luis Henrique with the cross in the box. Luis Henrique looking for Marlon Freitas. So País, number 10, was a player that was replaced by Rafael Paiva, and Galdames, the number 27, is a player that went in with the change there by Rafael Paiva, the Vasco head coach, Adrielson and Verratti. They were fighting for the ball, but Verratti was hit by Adrielson's right elbow, apparently. It looks like everything is okay with the Vasco striker. So Vasco with 2 subs so far, trying to regain a little bit of control in this second half. Igor Jesus pressuring Léo Jardim and almost coming away with possession. Marlon Freitas. This is Vitinho, playing more as a midfielder. Now moving to the right, Marlon Freitas and Savarino. Savarino scored a beautiful goal with a beautiful volley with his right foot. Marlon Freitas. Gregory. Botafogo trying to switch from right to left. Now finding Almada. Marlon. Has the option on the left there. Again with Marlon. But the Botafogo will be back in Newton Santos Stadium on Saturday to face Cuiabá. Luis Henrique gets the throw in for Botafogo. The last touch by Lucas Piton, the left fullback, number 6 for Vasco. You quickly saw there Galdames, the Chilean, number 27 that just went in for Vasco. Luis Henrique looking for the chip in the box, working with Almada, Marlon Freitas. Almada again, Luis Henrique. Quickly passing, finding Almada. This is Adrielson. You see where the Botafogo players are. Those are the two central defenders, Adrielson and Barbosa. Gregory. Here comes Botafogo again. Luis Henrique trying to find space in the box. The touch. He was looking for Marlon Freitas. Luis Henrique goes down. Gregory. Shoulder to shoulder. The Vasco player is complaining. Almada wanted the ball chipped in the box. 3 Botafogo players regaining control. Again, Gregory, Almada, Marlon Freitas, Igor Jesus. Here comes the chance that there was a touch, a hand touch there, a handball by the Botafogo player. Luis Henrique, it's complaining. Luis Henrique got hit and only now was able to stand up. This is the central defender, Michael. There was a sub and went in when João Vitor was sent off. You see Luis Henrique. Luis Henrique definitely got a few hits. Not only on the first half, but now on the second half too. Hugo Moura that you saw there following Igor Jesus is the defensive midfielder for Vasco. We have other 2 games happening on the Brazilian National Championship at the same time. Internacional and São Paulo are both winning. Internacional now it's passing Flamengo and getting to 4th spot on the Brazilian National Championship, going up to 56 points. Internacional is facing Criciúma. And São Paulo, it's also playing, São Paulo is playing against Bahia away, and it's also coming away with a 1-0 win so far. It's the start of the second half there also. Igor Jesus is asking for the cross in the box. Able to clear, Michael. Vasco trying to work in the middle. Able to come away with Hugo Moura. Looking for Verratti. Botafogo recovers with Vitinho. This is Igor Jesus. Luis Henrique again on the right. The Botafogo striker, Luis Henrique, saw Vitinho coming in. Good pass in the box for Savarino. Leo is able to clear for Vasco. Once again, if you are joining us right now, Vasco had a player sent off at the end of the first half. The central defender, João Vitor. So Vasco is playing with 1 man down. And Vasco could have been down 3-0 if the penalty was not called back. The foul apparently was outside the box. A decision, a right decision there by Bruno Arleu de Araújo, but the red card ensued, and João Vitor then was sent off. Botafogo controlling the pace, pretty much pushing Vasco to its own defensive side of the pitch. Again, insisting on Luis Henrique, facing Lucas Piton. Luis Henrique got hit by Piton, and is really having some exchange of words there with Piton, complaining to Bruno Arleu that this is the second time that he got, and that was an intentional kick, clearly after he had been dribbled. And there you see, you definitely were able to read what the lips of Luis Henrique were saying there for Lucas Piton. Bruno Arleu just there with a few words to the 2 players. But the Botafogo has Gatito, Cuiabano, Mateu Ponte, Marçal, Eduardo, Romero, Alain, Danilo, Chiquinho, Matheus Martins, and Júnior Santos is available as an option. That was a free kick taken there by Alex Telles, where Savarino was hoping to cross the ball in the box. No problem whatsoever there for the goalkeeper, Léo Jardim, for Vasco. This is the Argentinian, number 99, Pablo Verratti. There. Verratti playing game number 48 tonight in 2024. Already scored 20 goals for Vasco in this season. Vasco will be playing Fortaleza. Fortaleza right now sitting in third spot on the Brazilian National Championship. Botafogo opening 6 points ahead of Palmeiras. This is the 32nd round of the Brazilian National Championship. Here comes Luis Henrique facing Piton. Luis Henrique in the box. Luis Henrique, another dribble. Luis Henrique. And the two are exchanging words. Luis Henrique complaining, looking for someone in the box, able to pass Lucas Piton, able to clear again another Vasco defender, and then Piton pushing the ball and sending the corner kick for Botafogo. Remember that Luis Henrique and Igor Jesus will be with the national team, and Botafogo but Brazil will be playing Venezuela and Uruguay. Savarino is ready for the corner kick. No changes for Botafogo in the second half. Looking for Barbosa. Almada with the shot from outside the box. The Argentinian, the number 23 for Botafogo, Almada, was hoping to get Léo Jardim out of place. And it's a goal kick for the Vasco. A defender, and Vasco trying to push forward with Léo Jardim. We're approaching 10 minutes into the second half. 54 minutes of game already being played in the second half. Almada surrounded by two Vasco players. Almada goes down and Botafogo has the throw in there with Alex Telles. This is Adrielson, number 34, replacing Bastos. Bastos is suspended. The Angolan international not able to play tonight against Vasco. Savarino. This is Marlon. Again with Luis Henrique. Luis Henrique has the chance to create space, looking for the shot. Luis Henrique clearing a defender. The kicking back there with Marlon Freitas. Adrielson pushing to the left with Almada. Almada has Alex Telles. Almada turning around, escaping Hugo Moura. Almada with the cross in the box. Luis Henrique creating the shot. Luis Henrique with the space. Luis Henrique finding Alex Telles, and Botafogo moving the ball again with Adrielson. Having a hard time trying to find the space. Here comes the ball in the box for Botafogo. Luis Henrique was trying to get to the ball, but there was a push. No, the ball is still in play to Marlon Freitas, and Botafogo not able to finish. Léo Jardim is complaining of a possible push by Luis Henrique. There was actually a push on Savarino, and if the ball had gone past the line, and it could have been a goal kick for Vasco, and then Marlon Freitas not able to get to the ball in time. A pretty good cross there by number 10, Savarino, trying to find Igor Jesus and Marlon Freitas in the box. 11 minutes into the second half. Vasco playing with 10 men after João Vitor was sent off at the end of the first half. Botafogo regaining control again with Vitinho. Savarino is in the box. Igor Jesus is waiting for the pass. Luis Henrique not able to get it in time. Botafogo recovering and was pushed from behind. It's another foul committed by number 85, Matheus Carvalho. You see head coach of Botafogo, Arthur Jorge, kind of glancing at the possible subs there, the Botafogo. Remember, the Botafogo has Chiquinho and Júnior Santos and Matheus Martins, three forwards that could possibly come in at one point during the game. An important win, a very important win so far for Botafogo, especially after Palmeiras was beaten by Corinthians yesterday. Botafogo with the chance of opening 6 points ahead of Palmeiras. Marlon Working again with Almada. Almada facing the defender there for Vasco. There was Galdames. This is Gregory. Luis Henrique putting the ball in the box. Michael is able to clear. Verratti pushing back. Vasco trying to come away with Matheus Carvalho. Again with Lucas Piton. Barbosa with the shot! A left-footed. A try for Barbosa outside the box. Barbosa that scored his first goal for Botafogo against Peñarol the last time the Botafogo played in Newton Santos Stadium. Obviously the fans are looking forward for the final of the Libertadores on the 30th against Atlético Mineiro in Buenos Aires. But before that, Botafogo has Cuiabá next Saturday. And then we'll be facing Atlético Mineiro in the Brazilian National Championship. Back home again against Vitória. And then a very important game away against Palmeiras before the Libertadores final. This is the schedule for Botafogo in this month of November. Botafogo pushing now with Savarino. Savarino carrying in the middle. Savarino trying to create space, finding Luis Henrique, facing Piton. Here comes Luis Henrique again. Luis Henrique with the shot! Trying to curve and find the top corner of Léo Jardim. Not able to get it. 59 minutes, second half. Botafogo still leading 2-0. Savarino has scored the first goal for Botafogo, and Luis Henrique, only with 11 minutes into the first half, Botafogo was up 2-0. And the Botafogo fans, once again, starting to sing, trying to push Botafogo forward. Remember that the goal differential, it's one of the tiebreakers in the Brazilian National Championship. And so far, there is a difference of 1 goal between Botafogo and Palmeiras. A long push forward for Igor Jesus. Not necessarily certain if he is onside or not. He was offside. There was a call there by the referee. Igor Jesus was offside apparently. Let's see it. Not sure if necessarily he was offside or not. Very tricky there, the position to see exactly if Igor Jesus was onside or offside, but the linesman, Thiago Farinha, canceling the play there for Botafogo. The Botafogo fans definitely very happy with Botafogo performance against Vasco, but hoping for more goals, hoping to put this game definitely away. The pass in the middle, finding Lucas Piton. Working in the middle, Almada was not able to recover. Now you see Almada and Gregory and Marlon. Botafogo pushing forward. Botafogo trying to work the speed and trying to find the space. Switching from left to right. Now with Savarino. Marlon Freitas with a good look. Trying to break the line of defense for Vasco da Gama. This is Marlon again. Switching with Adrielson. Igor Jesus. Adrielson finding Luis Henrique. Here comes Luis Henrique in the box. Luis Henrique with Savarino. Savarino with Vitinho. Vitinho was coming back from offside position. And the Savarino pass found the Botafogo right fullback. Again, a very questionable call there by the linesman. And the Botafogo head coach Arthur Jorge in disbelief, not agreeing with the decision there by the linesman on the bottom of your screen. 62 minutes, second half. You see Barbosa there chatting with one of the Botafogo defenders, and head coach Arthur Jorge having a little bit of a chat there with Franklin Carvalho, one of his assistant coaches, trying to figure out. And Luis Henrique again was hit from behind. Luis Henrique skipping a little bit. Adrielson is down. Remember the Botafogo is without central defender Bastos, the suspender for this match. Adrielson apparently feeling some kind of discomfort. Let's keep an eye on Adrielson, the number 34 for Botafogo, the central defender. And that came from the French football back to Botafogo. Here comes Luis Henrique. Luis Henrique looking to get in the box this time. Lucas Piton and Luis Henrique. It's very interesting, challenging there between the two players. Almada pressuring Léo. Léo is able to clear the ball from the box. And Barbosa getting to the ball first, controlling the striker from Vasco da Gama, Pablo Verratti. You see Gregory asking for the team to push forward. Almada coming to the right. Actually was Vitinho with Luis Henrique. This time Savarino. Savarino with the cross in the box. There's no Botafogo player there. A lack of players in the box there for Botafogo. And we are approaching 20 minutes into the second half. Almost 19 minutes now. This is Alex Telles again with Almada. Marlon Freitas. Quickly turning and trying to find again Luis Henrique. Here comes Luis Henrique facing Lucas Piton once again. Luis Henrique. Not a very good pass there by Luis Henrique. And Adrielson is going to ask to be replaced. You definitely see Adrielson is skipping. Not feeling very well. That's exactly why Adrielson hit the ball out of bounds there. This was the play that Adrielson felt some kind of a pull, some kind of a discomfort. And with 64 minutes into the second half, Botafogo might have to replace Adrielson. Botafogo has the central defender, Lucas Alter. It's one of the options. And you see Junior Santos preparing to come in. Junior Santos was called by the referee, by Arthur Jorge. Marlon Freitas is having a little bit of a chat there with Bruno Arleu de Araújo. Ryan, number 77. It's in for Vasco da Gama. This is one of the young talents for Vasco in the season of 2024. Vasco was preparing the two subs. And is trying to push forward. Vasco playing a man down since the end of the first half. Here comes Vasco on the right with Lucas Piton looking for the shot and the save by John. You see John. John is complaining that the ball is deflated. Wants to switch the ball. It's pointing there that there's a problem there with the ball that is in play, and Adrielson says that, yeah, I'm not going to be able to continue. Adrielson is down, and Botafogo is going to have to prepare the first sub of the match for Botafogo in the second half. Adrielson is hoping for a stretcher, and Botafogo is preparing Junior Santos. Junior Santos, the top striker for Botafogo in the Libertadores Cup. Junior Santos, that is coming back from a serious injury against Internacional, was able to return against Grêmio, but again felt another discomfort. So Vasco has a few changes with Maxwell, one of the players that came in, and Ryan. And you see Alter, Junior Santos, and Chiquinho Soares. Botafogo is preparing 3 subs at the same time. Alter, obviously, is going to replace Adrielson. It's been a while since Botafogo used Alter, the number 3, because Alter has played 38 games with Botafogo this season, scoring 2 goals. You see the change there. Adrielson being replaced by Junior Santos, obviously not necessarily on the same position. Junior Santos is a striker for Botafogo, and it's definitely good to see Junior Santos back, a player that could be very important for Botafogo at the end of the Brazilian National Championship, and obviously looking forward for the Libertadores final. Luis Henrique, it's being replaced by Chiquinho Soares. You see Lucas Alter coming in also for Botafogo. Igor Jesus, it's another player that leaves the pitch. So Botafogo with 3 subs in the second half. Junior Santos, Chiquinho, and Lucas Alter. Here comes Junior Santos, looking for Vitinho. Marlon Freitas, Savarino on the right. Vitinho is an option. Working again with Marlon. Vasco has had 2 subs, Maxwell and Ryan coming in. Here comes the cross, Vitinho looking for Chiquinho Soares in the box. Botafogo gets the throw. This is Gregory finding Thiago Almada. Almada with Chiquinho. This is the first touch there by Lucas Alter for Botafogo. Savarino. Junior Santos with Savarino. A quick pass there by Junior Santos finding Savarino. Chiquinho recovering for Botafogo. Here comes Chiquinho with the shot, and Botafogo gets the corner kick. New blood for Botafogo, and Botafogo beginning to push forward, looking for another goal. Remember that the goal differential is one of the tiebreakers in the Brazilian National Championship so far. Botafogo has scored 51 goals and suffered 26, has a plus of 25. Here comes the cross in the box. Michael is able to clear. Botafogo again with Alex Telles. Chiquinho Soares with the header, and that was an easy save there for Léo Jardim. And Palmeiras, on the other hand, has a goal differential of 26, 1 goal ahead of Botafogo, but they are 6 points back at this moment. You see the Botafogo players being cared by the medical staff at the end after being replaced. And here comes Vasco looking in the middle with Galdames. Botafogo gets the recovery with Galdames trying to come in fast in the middle, looking to regain control. Savarino with the pass in the middle, work again. Junior Santos in the box. Almada. Junior Santos with the touch. Goal! Junior Santos for Botafogo. He's back. Junior Santos is back, and the fans are wild. Botafogo 3, Vasco 0. Marlon Freitas, you saw Chiquinho pointing, and Junior Santos. What a classic finish by the number 11. A goal that erupts the fans with joy. The fans going wild in the stadium. What a beautiful finish there by Junior Santos. The celebration by Arthur Jorge. He is back. He is recovered, and he's going to be very important for Botafogo in his next matches that are coming up in the Brazilian National Championship, and looking forward for the final of the Libertadores on the 30th. 27 minutes into the second half. You see Cuiabano clapping, and now Botafogo is going to do another change. Alex Telles leaving for Botafogo. And Cuiabano now will be the left fullback for Botafogo in the last minutes of the game. Botafogo 3, Vasco 0. There's a foul there committed by Botafogo on Matheus Carvalho. And obviously the fans remember the 4-0 win between Botafogo and Vasco when Botafogo beat Vasco in São Januário, a game that could have easily gone at least 6-0. And now Botafogo, it's up 3-0, 73 minutes. Second half in Newton Santos Stadium. Savarino. Now Botafogo and Palmeiras are exactly tied in goal differential, and Botafogo is ahead by 6 points. Looking good. Botafogo beating Vasco 3-0. Again, Junior Santos. Escaping from Hugo Moura. Junior Santos in the middle. Marlon Freitas. Is he going to take the shot? Marlon had the option in the box. Marlon holding on to it. Finding Vitinho. Once again, here comes Botafogo with Marlon Freitas. Gregory. Switching. Finding in the middle Lucas Alter. This is Almada. Botafogo controlling, dictating the pace of the game. Botafogo not having any trouble whatsoever against Vasco. Vitinho. The last touch by Vitinho. Lucas Piton playing very well tonight as a left fullback for Vasco. Had a very tough match against Luis Henrique. And now it's going to have to face Junior Santos. And Botafogo recovers with Almada. Almada clearing again with Chiquinho. The ball hitting Maicon. Here comes Botafogo with Marlon. Switching from left to right, finding Savarino. Savarino with the cross in the box. Looking for Chiquinho Soares. There is a push by the Botafogo striker. And the referee points to a foul. 74 minutes, second half. And Botafogo is preparing another sub. You see Dimitri Payet in the bench. Dimitri Payet that plays with the number 10, and you saw a patch there on his left shoulder, a patch with Roberto Dinamite's picture. This is a way of honoring the eternal number 10 for Vasco da Gama. Dimitri Payet, the French international that was subbed in at the beginning of the second half. You see Alain, number 28, is going to come in for Botafogo. Another change there with head coach Arthur Jorge. Well, there is a foul there. Paulo Henrique and getting a yellow card. Paulo Henrique getting and hitting Almada. 75 minutes, the second half. There you see again Paulo Henrique, the right fullback for Vasco. It's another yellow card in the game. Vasco that had João Vitor sent off, and now Paulo Henrique gets a yellow card. Vitinho, it's a player that is leaving the pitch for Botafogo, the right fullback. The 25-year-old. It's replaced by Alain, the number 28. Alain is a defensive midfielder for Botafogo. Alain will be playing in his 14th game for Botafogo this season. And Botafogo working with Savarino on the right. The option with Gregory. This is Lucas Alter. That's the first touch by Alain. Finding Thiago Almada on the left. Botafogo continuing to push forward. Again, Savarino. Junior Santos was hoping for the pass. Marlon Freitas. Again, Savarino finding Almada. Almada with the shot and the save by Léo Jardim. Almada was looking for a quick, very strong shot, looking for the top corner on the left by Léo Jardim. A beautiful save by the Vasco goalkeeper. Lucas Piton. Not much to do there for the Vasco defender. Able to clear. Vasco not trying to recover. Here's Botafogo again with Junior Santos. The back heel in the box for Chiquinho Soares. But the referee points to an offside position there by Junior Santos. There is the touch finding Junior Santos in offside position. Was the correct call there by the linesman. Not much that Rafael Paiva, the Vasco da Gama coach, could do tonight. 77 minutes, almost 78 minutes on the second half. Botafogo is leading 3-0. A scoreboard that could have been at least 5-0. The Vasco is trying to do the best it can with one man down, facing one of the top teams in South America. Botafogo leading 3-0. And we are still not done. John clearing, finding Cuiabano. That's the first touch by Cuiabano. Looking for Marlon Freitas. Controlling. Getting the throw for Botafogo. Number 17, Marlon, again with a very interesting match. This is game number 121 for Marlon Freitas wearing the Botafogo jersey. Botafogo debuting his new uniform tonight against Vasco. This is the kit number 4 for Botafogo for this season. This is Cuiabano looking for the cross. Cuiabano in the box for Chiquinho Soares. Not able to get away from Leo. Now the Vasco players are just trying to take the ball out of the box, trying to clear the danger. And Botafogo recovering again with Cuiabano. Alan finding Gregory. Once again, here comes Botafogo. Junior Santos. Not a good pass there by Marlon Freitas. Apparently was trying to find Chiquinho Soares in the box. You see Gregory there, the Botafogo midfielder. The 30-year-old Gregory that was playing at the Major League Soccer, the championship, playing for the Miami team, and it's now with Botafogo. Vasco looking to push forward. Rafael Paiva was complaining of a possible foul there on Ryan. Hugo Moura working the ball with central defender Leo. This is Leo again. A long pass that is cleared there by Lucas Alter. 35 minutes into the second half. Botafogo and Vasco, you're watching the Brazilian Championship here on Botafogo TV. I'm Roby Porto. And you see Luis Henrique that scored one of the goals for Botafogo in the first half. And once again, the Vasco player goes down. Ryan is complaining of a foul there committed by Gregory. You see Junior Santos having a little bit of a chat there with Gregory. Vasco has a chance for the cross, for the free kick there with number 6, Lucas Piton. You see the Botafogo players now having fun watching the end of the match in Newton Santos Stadium. Luis Henrique, Adrielson, and Igor Jesus, they were part of the starting 11 for Botafogo in this 32nd round of the Brazilian National Championship. Lucas Piton, ready for the free kick. Here comes the cross in the box. Here comes the header for Vasco. Not able to connect there. Botafogo is going to try to push with Junior Santos, finding Savarino. Savarino controlling. Junior Santos is an option. Almada on the other side. The ball is to the Argentinian. Almada scored against Peñarol. Almada again in the box. Almada trying to find the space, and Botafogo is going to have to push back with Alain. Marlon Freitas. This is Savarino. Savarino with the shot from outside the box, just hitting on number 27, Galdames. Almada. Botafogo definitely not in a hurry. This is Lucas Alter. Gregory on the right. Savarino again. Junior Santos with Savarino. The Venezuelan working the ball again with Alter. This is Gregory. The Botafogo fans chanting Olan. Botafogo with Marlon in the box. Marlon with the cross. Here comes Marlon again. In the box, the chance, the cross for Chiquinho Soares. The chance with Cuiabano. The deflection and the ball hits Cuiabano. And Léo Jardim saves for Vasco. There's a player down in the box. Maicon, the central defender for Vasco. Apparently was hit there. Is holding his knee. Let's check and see it again. You see Igor Jesus and Luis Henrique, the two players that are on the national team, and now Adrielson also. That's the one that is messing around with Luis Henrique with Igor Jesus' hairdo. It's nice to see the Botafogo players having fun, enjoying themselves. And tonight the Botafogo is beating Vasco in front of over 30,000 fans in Newton Santos Stadium on this Tuesday, November the 5th. The 32nd round of the Brazilian National Championship. Botafogo getting to 67 points, opening 6 points ahead of Palmeiras. Palmeiras back with 61 points. Palmeiras that was beat by Corinthians yesterday. Fortaleza now in third place with 60 points. Internacional that is winning now, getting to fourth spot, pushing Flamengo now to fifth spot. Here comes Botafogo with the cross in the box, and Michael clears for Vasco. Botafogo gets another throw, 84 minutes. Second half in Newton Santos Stadium. Gregory again. Alan. This is Almada, the Argentinian. Almada trying to escape from Galdames. Almada with the pass with Lucas Alter. The Botafogo fans singing Bete Carvalho at Newton Santos Stadium. Botafogo pressuring, Botafogo looking for another goal. The cross for Cuiabano. Cuiabano with the header, trying to find Junior Santos, but Léo Jardim was quicker. Getting to the ball and saving for Vasco. 85 minutes, second half in Newton Santos Stadium. Botafogo now looking ahead to face Cuiabá next Saturday here at Newton Santos Stadium. And it's another game that you're going to be able to watch with us here on Botafogo TV. Marlon was not able to control it. Here comes Ryan for Vasco. Number 77, Ryan. Trying the shot from outside the box, and it's just a goal kick for Botafogo. The ball just sailed over the crossbar and hit the camera. The referee did not allow the goal kick to be taken yet. Vasco is preparing the last sub. Number 96, Paulo Henrique, the right fullback for Vasco, is leaving. Paulo Henrique has a yellow card. And Vasco is gonna make its last sub with Rojas. Robert Rojas, the Paraguayan, number 32 for Vasco, is in for Vasco. This is the last sub for Rafael Paiva. '86 minutes, second half in Newton Santos Stadium. Lucas Alter finding Gregory on the right. Junior Santos was an option. Botafogo with Marlon Freitas trying to chip in the box, trying to find Savarino, not able to. Junior Santos challenging the Vasco defender. Lucas Alter. The last touch by the Vasco defender, Hugo Moura, finding Maicon, number 4 for Vasco. Ryan was pushed in the middle by Lucas Alter, and it's a free kick for Vasco. The young talent for Vasco, number 77, Ryan. Vasco definitely not in a hurry to take the shot. Vasco very aware that it's almost impossible to turn this result around with 88 minutes already played in Newton Santos Stadium. Last time the Botafogo beat Vasco was in the Brazilian National Championship of 2023, a 2-0 win. Three Botafogo players there trying to clear, and Alain is able to save for Botafogo. This is Junior Santos helping the Botafogo defender. Cuiabano in the back there with Alain. Escaping, finding Gregory. Gregory has a lot of space to push forward. And you see Marlon Freitas with an option. Savarino in the middle. Again with Marlon Freitas. Botafogo looking for the 4th goal. There's still some minutes to play. Gregory. Marlon Freitas looking for someone in the middle. Across in the box, looking for Chiquinho, not able to connect with Junior Santos. And Ryan, it's pretty much playing all by himself. The referee points to a foul committed by Alain on Ryan with 89 minutes played at Newton Santos Stadium. You see Gregory, now the defender, the defensive midfield for Botafogo, pretty much playing as a right fullback, replacing Vitinho. We're approaching the 90th minute in this second half at Newton Santos Stadium. And Vasco is still pushing forward on the left. Gregory is the last one to come, the last one to push this ball out of bounds, and Vasco gets a throw-in with Matheus Carvalho. Leaving the ball there with Lucas Piton, the left fullback for Vasco. Lucas Piton usually puts this ball in the box. He has this ability. He decides to play again with Matheus Carvalho. Here comes Vasco's number 85. Vasco with the chance, with the cross in the box. The shot by Ryan. And the ball just sails over the crossbar again. Another chance created by the youngster, number 77, Ryan. One of the good talents for Vasco this year, the forward that came in the second half. And we're going to go to 94 minutes in the second half between Botafogo and Vasco, with Botafogo leading 3-0. This is Alain finding Junior Santos. Junior Santos is back with Botafogo and already scored for Botafogo, scoring the 3rd goal for Botafogo on the second half. Marlon Freitas. Saw Cuiabano in the box. Here comes the cross. Cuiabano was trying to head it into the box, looking for Junior Santos. Botafogo gets the corner kick. Closing into 92 minutes in the second half. Thiago Almada is preparing for the corner. Marlon Freitas in the box. Lucas Alter. Chiquinho Soares, Junior Santos, Alexander Barbosa. Here comes the cross. The deflection there by Léo Jardim. Botafogo recovers with Savarino. Gregory. The ball there in the middle with Alain. Another pass that gets to Savarino at the edge of the box. Savarino with the cross. Léo is able to clear for Vasco. Only 2 more minutes to be played at Newton Santos Stadium. Botafogo beating Vasco 3-0. A very important win indeed for Botafogo. Opening 6 points clear of Palmeiras. A clear cross in the box, looking for Chiquinho Soares. Not able to connect. Vasco working with Matheus Carvalho. Gregory recovers for Botafogo. Involving John and Lucas Alter. Marlon Freitas in the middle. Almada with Marlon. Almada not able to control it. Here comes Ryan. Ryan on the edge of the box with the shot, and the ball is deflected. And it's a corner kick for Vasco. Ryan came in on the second half and had at least 3 good chances for Vasco. Vasco is going to take the corner kick in what could be the last play of the game. Number 27, Galdames, is getting ready. You see the 2 central defenders, Michael and Leo in the box. Galdames with the cross, the header, and the ball just goes over the bar for a goal kick for Botafogo. And now we are only depending on Bruno Arleu de Araújo. We are approaching 94 minutes on the second half. Botafogo seconds away, and there you have it, the whistle, and Botafogo beats Vasco 3-0. And there you saw John Textor, the owner of Botafogo SAF. They arrived with the Botafogo bus here at Newton Santos Stadium and was watching the game wearing the beautiful long sleeve Botafogo's jersey and witnessing another important win for Botafogo. Botafogo 3, Vasco 0. You see Chiquinho Soares there talking with Leo, the central defender for Vasco. Vasco staying with 43 points. Vasco is still in 9th place of the Brazilian Championship, behind Cruzeiro that has 44 points and Atlético Mineiro that has 2 games in hand. So Vasco could lose the 9th position on the Brazilian National Championship. At the end of the match, 3 for Botafogo, with Savarino scoring first, then Luis Henrique, and then Júnior Santos back at Botafogo and being hugged there by the Botafogo players. And you see there, that's a beautiful scene there with the head coach Arthur Jorge congratulating Júnior Santos, the 30-year-old forward. And now we're going to check some of the highlights of the game, where Botafogo had like a very good chance with Adrielson with seconds into the first half. You see the Vasco defender Paulo Henrique not able to clear. And then Adrielson with the header that hit the post. Again Botafogo trying to opening the score. This was the early stages of the match in the first half. Leo Jardim was not able to get to the ball in time, and the ball hit the post. And here comes the first goal for Botafogo. The ball on the left, Alex Telles with the cross, and Savarino with the finish. A beautiful right foot finish by Savarino. What a volley there by the Venezuelan international Savarino. Savarino is scoring his 5th goal with Botafogo in the Brazilian National Championship. There was absolutely nothing that Leo Jardim could do to stop Savarino's shot. There you see the beautiful angle and the beautiful volley by Savarino. Another goal by the number 10 for Botafogo. And Botafogo would come again with Luis Henrique, with a finish that was absolutely amazing. Almost a snooker finish. Touching first with his left foot and then with the right foot. What a finish there by Luis Henrique. A classic play by Botafogo's number 7. Luiz Henrique is scoring his 7th goal in the Brazilian National Championship. Botafogo going up 2-0. And this was with only 11 minutes into the first half. And Botafogo kept creating opportunity. And this again with Luiz Henrique, with the shot. And the ball hitting Léo Jardim, but Luiz Henrique was offside. And this is the chance that Botafogo couldn't have missed. Igor Jesus is stealing the ball and looking for the finish in the lower right corner of Léo Jardim. But the ball just went past it. And here again, that was the play that ensued the red card for Paulo Henrique. At first, Bruno Arleu de Araújo pointed to the penalty spot, but the foul was outside the box. The decision was right, but Paulo Henrique already had a yellow card, so Paulo Henrique was sent off. And Botafogo had another chance with the cross, almost finding Alexander Barbosa. And then Almada with the finish. But there was a foul there on Lucas Piton. And then Luiz Henrique with the cross, where he could have definitely finished. Those were the options for Botafogo. And once again we see John Textor, the Botafogo staff owner, that was in the pitch there, having some fun, chatting with the fans. This is exactly... That is very usual to see Texture here. And let's continue to see some of the highlights. And as soon as Júnior Santos went in, after a long stretch without scoring for Botafogo, Júnior Santos, the 30-year-old for Botafogo, recovering from a very serious illness and contusion. Botafogo is scoring the 3rd goal of the match, with Júnior Santos, number 11, his 4th goal in the Brazilian National Championship. A beautiful pass there, and the celebration by Arthur Jorge. Arthur Jorge knows exactly how important Júnior Santos is for Botafogo in this Brazilian Championship. Almada with the shot, and a beautiful save there by Léo Jardim. Vasco couldn't do much, especially with one man down. And then we had the final whistle, confirming Botafogo win. Botafogo 3, Vasco 0. And let's check the results of the 32nd round. And you see John Textor there celebrating Júnior Santos, cleaning the cleats of Júnior Santos, and kneeling in front of number 11 for Botafogo. John Textor knows exactly how important it is that Júnior Santos is ready to play, it's fit for Botafogo. What a beautiful scene. Let's check the results of this 32nd round of the Brazilian National Championship, with games that are already finished, games that started all the way back with Fluminense and Grêmio playing at Maracanã with 2-2, and then Bragantino and Cuiabá also tying 0-0. Vitória beat Atlético Paranaense away 2-1. Fortaleza beating Juventude 3-0. And yesterday, Palmeiras losing to Corinthians 2-0. At Beira Rio Stadium, Internacional just beat Criciúma, and Internacional, it's up to 56 points in 4th place on the Brazilian Championship. At Arena Fonte Nova, São Paulo, it's beating Bahia 3-0. São Paulo also getting to 6th spot with 54 points. The game just ended at Arena Fonte Nova. Botafogo beating Vasco 3-0. And tomorrow we have only 2 games to finish the 32nd round of the Brazilian National Championship. Cruzeiro is going to be taking on Flamengo at 9 o'clock, and also at 9 p.m. Brasilia time, Atlético Goianiense will be hosting Atlético Mineiro to finish this 32nd round of the Brazilian National Championship. And this is the situation after 32 rounds. Botafogo leading the way, 6 points clear of Palmeiras. And Botafogo now with the same goal differential as Palmeiras. The two teams with 26 goals as a differential, but Botafogo 6 points clear with 20 wins in the Brazilian National Championship. Fortaleza in 3rd place, Internacional in 4th, Flamengo in 5th place, São Paulo now in 6th place, Bahia falling back to 7th place, Cruzeiro in 8th place, Vasco is still in 9th place, and Atlético in the 10th spot. Grêmio, Vitória, Corinthians, Fluminense, Criciúma and Bragantino following suit, and then Atlético Paranaense, Juventude, Cuiabá and Atlético Goianiense are the 4 teams trying to fight against relegation. A difficult situation for Cuiabá and Atlético Goianiense. So and now Botafogo will be getting ready to face Cuiabá. Thank you for watching the Brazilian National Championship with us here on Botafogo TV, and make sure to check our official channels with your local time for our next broadcast of the Brazilian Championship. Until next time, and we'll see you again when Botafogo will take on Cuiabá this upcoming Saturday here at Newton Santos Stadium. Until then, I'm Roby Porto saying good night